pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the July 14th Eastchester Union Free School District Board of Education Reorganization Meeting. Thank you, everyone who's here in the audience, and for those of you joining at home. Our first order of business tonight will be our oath to our new board members and to our student ex officio board member. Our student ex officio is actually not with us this evening, but I am happy to announce that Elias will be back with us as our student representative. So a round of applause for Elias. And Lori, I think we're going to start with swearing in Rob, correct? Congratulations, Rob. We are now up to our election of officers for the upcoming school year, and I would like to start by nominating Dr. Jacqueline DeMarco to be the Eastchester Union Free School District Board of Education President. Do I have a second? Christy? All in favor? Congratulations, Jackie.
Thank you.
Chair's yours.
Oh, okay, so fast. Happens quick.
And then Lori, we'll do the oath after all three, if that's okay.
Okay, thank you. Okay, I would like to nominate Christine Lombardi for Vice President. Do I have a second? Okay, all in favor? Okay, congratulations, Christine. Okay, and do I have a nomination for Secretary of the Board of Education?
Sure. I'll nominate Matthew Finale for secretary.
Okay, do I have a second? Christine, all in favor? Okay, congratulations, Matt.
Do you want us to come over that way, the three of us? It's okay.
Oh, me first. That's right. I, Jacqueline DeMarco, do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New York, and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of President of the Board of Education of the Eastchester Union Free School District according to the best of my ability. Thank you.
I, Christine Lombardi, do solemnly swear
solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New York, and I will faithfully discharge the duties of Secretary of the Board of Education of the Eastchester Union Free School District according to the best of my ability. Thank you so much, Lauren.
Okay, we are up to agenda item 6, appointment of officers. Do I have a motion for agenda item 6.1, appointment of officers?
I'll make the motion.
Okay, you could read that, please?
Yep. Be it resolved that the Board of Education hereby approves the following appointees. District Clerk Lori Parada, District Treasurer Joanne Andriazzi, Deputy Treasurer William Gavin, Claims Auditor Anna Provenzano, and an hourly rate of $90 per hour.
Thank you, Matt. Do I have a second? Christine, thank you. All in favor? Okay. Okay, we are up to agenda item 7, oath of office administered to the district clerk. Lori, I'll come to you. I'll come to you.
I, Lori Parada, do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New York, and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of District Clerk to the Board of Education of the Eastchester Union School District, according to the best of my ability.
Oath of office to our superintendent. Okay, Dr. B, here.
I, Allison Villanueva, do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New York, and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of Superintendent of the Eastchester Union Free School District according to the best of my ability.
Okay, I think that takes care of the movement part of the evening. Okay. Okay, we're up to the board president's report. I just want to thank last year's officers, Matt, Christy, and Jill, who served last year. And we're happy to have Elias back with us in this capacity as well. We look forward to hearing his reports. And with that, I'll turn it over to Dr. Villanueva for your superintendent report.
Good evening, everyone, and I will keep it nice and short. Along the same sentiments, I would like to just say that I'm very excited to work alongside you, Jackie, as well as Christine and Matt as a new executive board. And congratulations to Elias, who ran uncontested and who is our ex officio student once again this year. We had a phenomenal end of the year. During that last week when we have all those graduations, it's just such a celebration. From Ann Hutch to Greenville to the middle school to the high school, we were able to see all of the recognition that our students deserve, and we were blessed with great weather, no rain, thank goodness. So congratulations to everybody who did all of the event planning and to all of the families and students who are moving up or graduating onto post-secondary school and to other things. Congrats. And then just as an update, we are still continuing our work on finishing up routes for transportation. And as soon as that comes to a close, I will make sure that I send out an official message via Parent Square to the community to let everybody know where we are thus far. Thank you for everyone's patience as we continue to go through the routing exercise. And that's it for me.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Villanueva. Okay, we are up to our consent agenda. Do I have a motion to approve the items under the consent agenda?
Be it resolved that the Board of Education approve the consent agenda, which includes the following: 12 annual board action items, 13 approval of minutes, 14 personal agenda, 15 committee on preschool special education recommendations, 16 pupil personnel recommendations, 17 business office recommendations, and 18 other business items.
Thank you, Christine. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Thank you, Matt. All in favor? Okay, and I'll just turn it back to Dr. Villanueva briefly before we go on to the next item.
Thank you very much. Sorry, I forgot one thing, and a very important one. So as part of recognition for our Board of Education and the work that we do, not only are we part of many different organizations and advocacy groups for the important work that we do in terms of advocating to the state for things, going to conferences and learning more about the roles of Board of Education members, so on and so forth. There are opportunities every once in a while to celebrate and recognize our outgoing executive membership board members. This year, as part of the outgoing Board of Education President's process, I am officially, on behalf of the Board of Education and Ms. McCloskey, as well as Ms. DeMarco, nominating Mr. Finelli for the Everett Dyer Award, and that is through the organization of NYSBA. And an application was due on July 14th, which is today. And so today, I am recommending to the board to take a resolution to accept this application and nomination on behalf of our board and Mr. Finelli, and then fingers crossed that we earn this wonderful recognition. And I want to thank Mr. Finelli for just his time, his effort, his kind of level-mindedness of looking at all the information when there's a lot of information to look at and a lot of opinions. It's a very important role to be president, and a year can be a long time. So thank you very much for being a great partner.
Thank you.
So I'll read the resolution.
That would be wonderful.
Okay, be it resolved that the Board of Education of the Eastchester Union Free School District hereby nominates outgoing Board of Education President, Mr. Matthew Finelli of the Eastchester Board of Education for the Everett R. Dyer Award for Distinguished School Board Service. Do I have a second? Lori? All in favor? Congratulations, Matt. Good luck. Okay, we are up to future meeting dates. Our next meeting is our board retreat on August 26th, and followed by our regular meeting on September 15th. Okay, now we are up to comments from the public. When you come up, please state your name and address for the record. We welcome all public comments and feedback, but please be mindful that we will not exceed 30 minutes in total for this portion of the evening, and each person has a hard stop at 3 minutes. As a reminder, this is not a question and answer format, and refrain from mentioning any individual by name. If you would like a broader discussion on a specific topic or topics, please contact the superintendent's office. Thank you. Do we have any comments from the public? Okay, please come up. There should be an area for you to sign in.
I did.
Okay.
This mic or that?
This one.
Hello, my name is Margaret Donnelly. I live at 216 Dante Avenue. I just wanted to reiterate that it is of vital importance that the appeal process and the transportation decisions be made as quickly as possible. As someone who lives 0.02 miles outside of the bus zone and who does not plan to send a 7-year-old to cross the intersection of Mill Road and 22 on their own, if there's not a success of the appeal process, I need to make plans immediately, and waiting until mid-August is going to be too late. So this is something that really needs to be figured out sooner rather than later. In the same vein, I'm hoping that this is not something that has to be relitigated every year, that if the appeal is granted 1 year, that it's not something that we have to resubmit and wait again every single summer to see what's going to happen. So I think there should be some communication on whether this is a one and done acceptance or denial, or whether this has to be redone every single year. I was also hoping that now that more students are going to be walking longer distances, that there could be some provision made for perhaps leaving those heavy
Thank you.
Good evening, Brian Miller, 30 Downer. I've actually never met Mrs. Donnelly before, but people like her are why I'm here tonight. It brings me no joy to say this, but the appeals process, as I've already apprised the board via the email address and Dr. Villanueva, is illegal. You can ask your legal counsel, it's illegal. I'm sorry to say. It breaks my heart that people are pinning their hopes to it when the board has known as an entity since 2019, because it was in the flyer you guys put out the 2019 vote. Council has advised it's illegal. We can't provide buses to anyone short of the distances that are specified by the voters in the vote. It's a mile and a half now. So the fact is, the appeals process is not legal. So I would have loved to have heard a lot more tonight about that finding, what you spoke to your council about, what they've advised about, what your plan is. But on top of it, I'm actually shocked to not hear more about the plans for drop-off, pickup. Will we be signing students out at the end of the day for K through 5 at least? Where will people be parking in Greenville? Ann Hutch at least has a flow through to Meadowview or Brook, the street behind it. Greenville does not have that. Will the drop-off be only on one side of the street or the other side of the street as well? Because you have people come from the south and from the north. Will people be lining up down Maple? This is a tremendous logistical challenge, which I feel like the board and the voters took on, of necessity in some respects. But the fact is that, I know it's a reorganization meeting, and it's a lot of happy occasions, new officers, awards, it's all great. But there's no board meeting until September 15th. What is the plan? When is one going to be developed and shared? As it is, last I saw, it's a 10-minute drop-off period for Greenvale and Ann Hutch. I think it was extended recently. It's unclear if that's for pay or free. Who is staffing it? Is there a capacity limit? There's just been no information shared with something like 1,500 students who used to have buses, my family included, will no longer have buses. And the appeals process is the craziest thing to me of all, because, again, I've never met this woman before in my life, but she's speaking to you all, and everyone's just nodding respectfully, but I've advised you of this. I assume you've spoken to your counsel. I emailed you all a month ago about this. I mean, I'm practicing attorney, but I don't practice in this area, but I can read a statute as well as anybody. And it's plain as day. So what's the plan? This is not a conversation, but I would love to hear something while you're all sitting here, because there's no meeting for another 7 or 8 weeks, and school starts in something like 6. What's the plan, and what does your counsel advise you? Which you can share it. I respect attorney, client confidentiality, but have you been apprised that it's actually legal? Thank you.
Paul Police, 92 Dunwoody, and I have the same issue as them, just a little different. I would like to see the criteria for kids who have special needs for busing, right? So is that going to go along with the appeals process, or is I emailed out and I contacted someone in the IEP office and I got, we'll consider every case individually. That doesn't do anything for me. That doesn't help me. I need to know what the consideration is. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Okay, we are up to adjournment. Do I have a motion to adjourn tonight's meeting? Oh, hi Elias.
Was that 7:30?
Today was at 7.
Oh, mine said 7:30. No.
Welcome, Elias.
Well, you know what, Elias, you're here.
I was at
We
the-
shouted you out a little bit, and we'll swear you in before you go. Baseball game.
Oh, we're always
Yep.
happy to have you.
No worries.
Okay, we can go to the swearing in for Elias. Thank you, Lori.
I, Elias Alexander, do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of New York, and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of ex officio student representative for the Board of Education of Eastchester Union Free School District, according to the best of my ability.
Congrats again, Elias.
No,
That's right.
no worries.
Are they winning? Nice.
Great. Welcome back. We're happy to have you.
Ms. DeMarco, I know that we're not in a question and answer format this evening, but I did want to just share a little bit of information. Tonight is very much the reorg meeting where there's many logistical adoptions this evening. As you heard me say in my update very briefly, that we're still working on routing. However, many of the questions that you just asked now around entrance ways, arrival, drop-off, all of that is underway. And once we have the routes that we anticipate should be finished closer towards the middle end of July, we are trying to put all of that together. There are meetings also taking place with the town as well as the chief of police, not only just this week, but in weeks previous. We are just waiting on certain pieces to come together so that we can provide additional information to families. I do understand that information is coming out in pieces so that we don't have an exact 100% answer to everything, but it is coming in parts and pieces, and we will be ready for the start of the school year. Special education families, if you've emailed your case manager or a director of special education, every single email is being tracked, and we are holding it until we can officially give some answers. And to the point of the statute and to the law, we are a school district and we will always follow the law. We are also very aware that every single family has a very unique situation. No one family is the same as another. And so sometimes there are situations when we talk with families that other families don't have that might allow for busing to happen. And I use those words very carefully. We follow the law, and I want people to know that. But sometimes there are provisions that certain families, because of certain combinations of situations, might make them eligible for the mileage of 1 mile or 1.5 miles. So with that being said, I anticipate that you should have an update probably by the end of next week, because I believe the routing is starting to come to some finality over the next couple of weeks. If not few, but I think couple is probably a better word. Thank you for letting me share that.
Thank you, Dr. Villanueva. Okay. Any board comments tonight before we adjourn? Okay. Okay, can I have a motion to adjourn? Matt, thank you. Can I have a second? Lori? Okay. All in favor? Okay, thank you, everybody. Have a good night.